Now on BBC One, how will spending cuts affect you? Harry Gration presents a special Look North debate.
Good evening and welcome to Sheffield City Hall. Over the next few weeks, the coalition government is set to announce cuts which could have a big impact on services and possibly thousands of jobs across the county. Well, tonight we're going to be talking to the politicians, we're going to be talking to the experts and those who are directly in the front line. But most importantly of all, to you, what on earth does it mean for us all? Sheffield, a city which has already had its fair share of political and industrial changes over the last few years. Now, our guests are from the three main political parties, and we've also got scores, and I hope they don't mind this description, of just ordinary Yorkshire folk. But you do, of course, live in an extraordinary county. Now, they are here because we have one common purpose: to discuss the potential cuts on October the 20th. Can I just ask about the arts? I'll be back with you in a minute, madam. About the arts. Should the arts be cut? They don't provide a service that saves lives. What do we think about that?
Waste of time.
Yeah. OK. You look like a very cultured gentleman, if I may say. Thank you. Paul?
I disagree there. I think we should be spending more money on the arts, more money on young people and creativity, because we need something to be happy about amongst all the doom and gloom.
And of course, the arts do have a spin-off, don't they? Because they create extra revenue, hotels when people go to festivals and so on.
Public sector work will security blanket most definitely, because without that we wouldn't have grown. I have a major worry as to whether I can fill that void and keep everybody that we have employed.
So we're talking about business, we're also talking about education as well. Paul Kerfoot, you have a business in Bradford. What are you worried about?
As an ordinary graphic designer, trying to do extraordinary things is very difficult without money, obviously. What my concern is the double whammy effect of the recession with the private sector combined with the speed and severity of the cuts in public sector. Organisations such as Business Link trying to help and advise businesses. Those two things at the same time, I think, is causing a lot of lack of confidence with businesses, and there's nobody out there that can give help because of all the uncertainty, and I think that's no wonder we've got problems.
So if people are made unemployed in the public sector, they're expected to be picked up in the private sector. We've got to give a message now that we want to send to these people in London now. Anybody got one particular message when it comes to the cuts on October the 20th that you'd like to make? And you have to be brief. Paul?
I'd like to see the money spread evenly amongst schools and fairly, and I'd like to see more investment in teaching as well.
That was brief. Everybody here, thank you very much indeed for making this a stimulating debate. I suppose you could say we're entering the age of austerity. Good night.